Hello and welcome back with me, Admiral. Thank you very much for joining me. And just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers out there. We're up to 412 now, so don't forget to keep smashing that subscribe button and getting us to 500 before the end of the year. We've got 28 days to go to the end of the year, and hopefully we can hit that 500 mark. Let's make that happen by hitting the subscribe button. So in this episode, we're just going to do a little bit of reflection on this past year that I've played the game. The game has now been out for 2 years, and I've been playing the game now for slightly over a year. And when I say slightly, I mean by probably about 2 weeks. But it's pretty much about a year to this day, I think it is. So a couple of things that has massively changed for me over this, obviously, the levels. That's going without saying. I'm obviously started at level 1. Now I'm up to level 33. Obviously that's taken a whole year just to get to level 33, which seems quite daunting when you think about it, but it's actually not so bad. I know people can obviously do it faster depending on how much you spend on the game and stuff like that as well. So there's a lot of factors involved. But a few things that has changed. So types of ships. So all the different types of ships you can get in the game. There's so many more ships now you can get in the game that never used to be in the game. So you can get things such as, obviously, you can get the Franklin. You can get the the Discovery. You can get the Vidar. You can get the Stella. Is there any higher level ships? I don't think there is. No, that is it. Which is a bit of a shame. They've only actually added... I say they've only, but they've added like 4 ships within the space of a year. So that's not so bad. That's 1 every 3 months, which is, it could be worked on a little bit more, but 1 every 3 months isn't too bad. And they've also, in terms of my progress as well, I've been able to, I'm going to flick back and forth to progress with the game and progress with myself, obviously with respect to the game. I've managed to obviously now lock out Federation and Romulan, all within the last 2 weeks. And I'm working on Klingons at the moment. We're up to 120,000. We were minus 2 million, so we're now back up to 120,000. So we are going to be working on the Klingons. Obviously, a hell of a lot more to try and get them locked out also. And as well as obviously, they've added the Augment, which is obviously new as well this year. They've added this, which is, well, it's saying new. It's not necessarily new. Some of the stuff's newer to it, but not all of the stuff. Basically everything from there downwards is pretty much new. All this is new. And then they've added the Rogue, obviously, as well, which has been pretty good. And some other good concepts, obviously, officers. There's been absolutely tons of new officers. We go down to the bottom, and we've added all of these officers. We've added some of these officers, them two, for example. Harrison you can actually get now, depending on whether you want to pay for them or not. They've added Discovery officers, loads of new Discovery officers. They've added more Rogues, more Borg. Yeah, they've added absolutely tons of new officers, to be fair, in this last year. It's been pretty good. I feel like the officer selection hasn't been very diverse as such, but excuse me, freaking hell. It hasn't been that diverse, but however, overall, I think that it's been a decent attempt to add more officers to the game. Obviously, we've got more new space. We've got, obviously, the territory space as well. This is kind of cool as well. I've done two defenses now of territories, and it's been kind of cool. You do need to use a lot of repairs, which is my only gripe with it. But then that comes with wanting to defend your territory or not. So just, yeah, it is what it is. Please let me know down below as well before we move on, in some new stuff as well. We will get onto a little bit more like what's in the on sale at the moment and stuff like that. Sorry about that, I just had to clear my throat. So yeah, we will get on to say, just let me know down below in the comment section where you've gone in the space of from last, we'll say like literally a year ago. We will say a year, so we'll say 1st of December if you were in the game back then to now. If you weren't in the game back then, just go tell me where you've come from when you started the game to now, and let me know how much progress you've made. Whether I don't really mind, if you mention you're a free-to-play player or you're not a free-to-play player. That doesn't really make a difference in my eyes. But let me know your progress. Let me know what you've done in that time, like what level you are, what ships you've unlocked, and let's make a conversation in the comments down below, and we can obviously start a good conversation about all the new stuff and all the things that you like, all the things that you dislike that's happened within the last year. A big thing with the game that I have noticed though, which it did get confirmed as well, which is the refinery is definitely not going to change. They are tweaking it and stuff, but it's definitely not going to change overall. So what they're going to try and do is they're going to try and give us more resources, more uncommons, more rares, and all the stuff that you need from the refinery. Basically, they're going to give us that in the form of events, making sure that we take part in events, making sure we complete events, and they will give the rewards that they then give out will be substantially more. You can actually see that now on, to be honest. So if you look at this, use the Vidar, for example. So 56,000. How have I got that much? I don't know. So using the Vidar one, for example, so we just need to mine lat, which is the main thing really. You need to mine lat. But the give out for this is pretty good overall. So you get, like, in the first level, just the first level, you get 9 million. You get 3 uncommons. But then when you go all the way to the top, which mine's 1.65, obviously that's variable depending on your level. But you get nearly 50 million pastille and you get 16 uncommons. So it's not so bad. I mean, you get 24 altogether, plus 29, and then plus 3. So you're getting 32 uncommon refined ore, which is pretty decent. And the amount of pastille you're getting is probably close to 100 million. I don't really want to work it out, but it's probably close to around about 100 million just off completing this. And that doesn't obviously include the fact that you're also mining lat, if you are mining a lat, for example. So the lat itself is then going to be added to your, obviously, your refinery, at which point you can then go to it and you can then get extra stuff from that and get extra parts for your Devore and stuff like that. So I think overall I think that's not a bad move. I feel like the refinery should get tweaked. I mean, I only do one pull, so that's not a bad pull. I think it has been tweaked because we are pulling now. It's quite awful, but never mind. But we seem to be pulling a steady amount of uncommons more often than not now, which is really good. Please let me go again down below whether you think that is happening for you as well. If it's not, then please, I'm really interested to know your thoughts on it. In terms of what we got on sale right now, we've got 2 packs, which is just a December pack. Yeah, kind of the usual stuff. We got the Ashtal unlock, which I don't know why I mean, that's going soon. And then we got the Territory Captor, they're going soon as well. We got 23 hours left on them. To be honest, they're probably not worth getting, if I'm honest. And then we got all obviously the primes and the generic stuff. These are not generic, these are only generic, obviously, if you have the event on. I mean, this is not too bad. 70k is actually quite a lot. You could probably upgrade your Devore quite a lot, to be honest, with 70k's worth. That is actually quite substantial, I would say. I mean, my Devore at the moment is currently sat at, I think it's tier 4. Oh no, tier 5. We are sat at tier 5. We're nearly there as well. We need to get a few more, which shouldn't take too long. That one's the biggest, so that's 3,000, and then that's only 1,500. So it shouldn't take too long to get us to a tier 6. I need to get the levels up as well, but other than that, it's not so bad. But yeah, so that's 70,000. Probably get us to probably like tier 7. Maybe half maxed out on tier 7, depending on obviously how much the next tier is. I imagine it's going to be quite substantial in the jump. But yeah, so overall I think the game is heading in the right direction. I've made a few suggestions on a few videos now, and it seems to be the same consensus across the board with most of the other content contributors. I won't mention any names, however, there's some content contributors that I feel are not really speaking out for the people that are below level 30 in terms of their ops level. They're sort of speaking for only people above maybe level 30, maybe even level 40. Like I say, I'm not going to mention any names, but I feel like they don't really speak for the lower level players, and they certainly don't seem to speak for the free-to-play players. So And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm trying to get affiliated with content, to become a content contributor with Scopely. They still haven't responded, but I'm still gonna obviously keep hounding them, see if I can become one, and then I can be that sort of that voice for the below level 30s and free to play. Well, I can be the voice for everyone, including obviously above level 30, because at the end of the day, I am also above level 30. So I'll be that voice for everyone, and certainly the free to play players, because I feel like without a voice, the free to play players will get looked over a lot, and basically the pay to win players, or the pay to progress players, however they want to label it, they seem to get the highest obviously stake in what is said and what is done with obviously the game. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Please let me know your thoughts down below, and all the other stuff down below as well. I am really interested to find out all your different things. Don't forget to give the video a like if you like this type of update every now and again. And like I say, it's just a reflection, so we'll do this. We're not going to do this all the time. This is because I've been playing now for a year. And don't forget, I will be streaming tonight as well. This video is going to go live straight away, and then I will be streaming tonight at 8 o'clock. So if you want to head over to Twitch, again, the link is down below, or the Discord is down below as well. If you want to support the channel more than one way, the PayPal link is also down there, or you can become a patron if you decide to do so. If not, if you don't want to financially do anything, then just hit that subscribe button, and that will help the channel out massively as well. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.